Well, hi, what is up, internet? Hopefully this is coming through okay. This is my first live broadcast, so I'm just tracking this on in my office and hoping for the best. So here we go. So this is good. I've just come back from a busy day training, so that's why I'm a little bit kind of all over the place, but I have my brew, so I'm good. This is my brew. It's a great mug, by the way. This props to awesome client Christine, who gave me this, which is excellent. She's also lost about 25 pounds, which is pretty epic, but even more epic is that she bought me a mug with Batman on it. So that's how you get in my good graces. So brilliant. Thank you to Christine for that. Right, basically, if you have any questions, by the way, just post them as we go, and I am happy to answer those. If you actually don't post them as we go, then that's okay. You can also, if you're watching the replay, post them later and I'll come back and circle round. And I am Anthony Puncham, for you people who don't know me, from BW Physique and Fitness. So if you, I'm basically committing to do 5 live broadcasts every week between at least now and Christmas, because I want to get a lot of stuff out to you and make sure that you are properly on track. Okay, no messing. So what is up, Facebook? I am here. What I want to do today is just quickly start you off with 3 top tips to prevent holiday weight gain. So over the course of the next, basically when you're going to parties, we don't want those to completely screw you over. Okay, so we'll start there. Like I say, if you've got any questions, get them up, and if you catch us on the replay, then still get them up, because I promise I'll come back and do them for you. Right, let's go. Okay then. Number 1, if you are going to a holiday party, first thing is not to skip meals in the morning. One of the biggest things that I know a lot of people do is basically think, okay, well, I'm going to fill up on all kinds of stuff now, so therefore I'm not going to eat breakfast or lunch, or one or combination of both of those things, so I can just absolutely go hell for leather later and fill in the blanks that I've just missed. Don't skip those meals. It's possibly the worst thing you can do. Generally, if people skip breakfast or lunch on any day, not just party day, then we tend to eat more and more and more later in the day. So we don't just kind of replace those calories, but we then add more and more on top of that. Secondly, basically what it tends to do is lead to binge drinking later on for that reason. You think, hey, I've got this great calorie deficit I've just created. I can just go to town now. So I've got whatever drinks I have, you know, glass of wine, 120 odd calories a glass, that kind of thing. I can down an extra 5 of those. Yeah, because I missed some calories early in the day. No, don't do it. Yeah, so don't do that. Instead, what you need to do is actually just eat less during the day. So do please cut your meals down a little bit. Instead of having this kind of portion size you would normally have, maybe cut it down by 1/3, okay? And basically by doing that, that means that when you get to that party, you are not over hungry, yeah? Because that's the huge problem when you are over hungry, because that's when you start to think, oh Christ, I could eat a scabby donkey right now. So you just go to town on everything, okay? So do that first of all. Secondly, fill up on protein and fibre earlier in the day. Why? Because those are basically going to keep you fuller for longer. Yeah, so do those, so they will help and make sure that, again, you don't overeat later in the day. And lastly, when you do get to a party, make sure that you eat before you start drinking. Yeah? Again, get whatever you're getting, get a starter, get a snack, get something, but start and eat before you start ploughing down the alcohol, yeah? Before you start knocking those bad boys back. All right? So tip number 1, don't skip your meals earlier in the day and make up for it later in the day. Excuse me a moment while I bring Batman back in. T-Man. Awesome. Right, if you also have some food at the party, which inevitably you're going to do, wait before you go up for seconds. If it's buffet style, then wait before you get that. If it's an actual restaurant, for example, wait before you order your second part. Basically, it takes time for your body to register that it's full. It takes time for your body to actually know that you've eaten a certain amount, or whatever you have, whatever you've ingested in that particular time, in your stomach to catch up. Yeah. So if you plow down first lot, first serving, and then you go straight up, chow down your second one, go straight up, chow down, and so on, then you can keep doing that for a period of time before your stomach actually catches up, and then you'll just go from 0 to uncomfortably full. Yeah, if you can just pause a little bit, take a breath, then basically it will give your stomach time to feel full, okay, because it needs time to catch up, and it will also mean that you will eat less overall as well because of it, because again, you're not working on what you perceived to be an empty stomach, just purely because you haven't had those full feelings yet. Yeah. So again, number 2 there. Yeah. Basically, wait before you go up 4 seconds. Yeah. Bonus tip there, by the way, is drink more water in between as well, just so you're not getting that very deceptive kind of thirst over hunger feeling, instead thinking that's what it is when actually it's thirst. So do that. Lastly, if you are in charge of serving your drinks, so if you are pouring your own drinks, if it's your party, for example, anything like that, or you're going someone else, then this is a great little tip, which is basically to serve your drinks where possible in a tall, thin glass, rather than the same measure, which would be short and stubby. Because generally, what we tend to do, I hope people have got the sound on, by the way, and not just watching me do this, because otherwise I know what you people are like. But what you tend to do if we have tall, thin glasses, yeah, is basically we tend to pour less in. Because again, it's a visual thing. As it comes further up the glass, we perceive it as being more. So we tend to put less in, which of course then means less overall calories. Okay, by doing that. Whereas if we use short, stubby glasses, again, we work on the vertical, yeah, rather than the kind of overall volume that we can see. Okay, does that make sense? So again, if we use tall ones, we work on how far up they are from the bottom, as opposed to if we use short ones, again, we're more likely to get closer to the top. Yeah, because again, we won't really register. We register on height. And of course, the closer you get to the top, you think, well, I've still got a little bit of space, might as well fill it up. Yeah, whereas in a tall, thin glass, you're much less likely to do that. So that's basically the latest research on that, which is great. We can use that to our advantage, and it's a lovely little tip, yeah, if you want to try that. Perfect, brilliant. Right, while we are there, hopefully they were useful to you. Please feel free to chuck in some questions if you like while I'm still here, but otherwise, as I say, I've now committed myself officially on video. It's out there in the world to doing 5 live broadcasts every week between now and Christmas. So you can catch me on those. But also, please make sure that you leave questions otherwise, because I will circle back to this video and answer them for you at a later time, which is absolutely fine too. And lastly, please make sure you like and follow the page, because that way you will get a handy little notification, bing, in the top of your Facebook window or on your phone when I actually go live. So you'll be able to catch that and not miss out on the knowledgey goodness. Excellent. It was awesome speaking to you. I have been Anthony Punchin, if you don't know me, from PW Fitness. I will sign off now from me, from my awesome Batman mug, and I will catch you next time.